Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly Forex outlook. Wow, the market has been going crazy for the past, especially last week. Like if you're a long-term trader like I am, if you're a swing trader, for the past almost a month, the market has, like, for me it has been difficult for me to catch like one to threes like I normally used to. Like one to threes were like a normal day kind of like outcome for me, like last year and like at the beginning of this year. But since this Trump's administration, like bro, everyone had to go back and review their trading plan, and it has just been crazy. Like last week, um, unless you're someone who trades like with a really big stop loss, people got absolutely murdered last week, myself included. I was only able to manage my positions and as best as I could, but the market went completely ballistic. And I'm going to show you guys some evidence of that. If you're actively trading, I'm sure you witnessed all of that by yourself. But just for clarity purposes, I'm going to show you guys some of that on my screen. Then we're also going to go in over this week what to expect to see. You know, because we can only trade what we see. You know, you can't sit and keep complaining about what the market does because the market is ultimately going to do what the market is going to do, or you're just going to have to put yourself in the best position to win at the end of the day. So I feel like I've done a lot of talking at the intro of this video. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the charts. So last week I took, let me take this off. I took this trade on USD JPY, which was a really nice trade. If you remember, I've been bullish on the USD pairs, on the JPY pairs for a while. I think I took a trade on USD JPY here 2 weeks ago, but the market came to take me out at break even. Like I said, like catching one to threes has been so difficult. Not necessarily because I'm wrong about the direction. The market will go like halfway to my target and just completely turn around, and that's what has been happening. Like I think I had my take profit somewhere here. The market came here and took me out break even. Like the amount of break even I've taken in the past 2 to 3 weeks has been crazy. I'm not even going to lie. But last week, the market flipped bearish. You can see this is a weekly level over here. The market came here and gave us this sort of double top break, retest of the neckline, and I entered the market exactly here. I had my stop loss here, 80 pips, and it was going fine. It was actually going fine, but I knew that there was a news at I think I took this trade on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Tuesday, first thing in the morning on Tuesday. The market played around Wednesday, and on Thursday I knew that there was a news event that was going to be happening on Thursday. I checked and the market was all the way down here. So in preparation of the news, I moved my stop loss from here to break even, and the market just took me out at break even and bumped. Now in hindsight, if I had left my stop loss the way it was, I probably would still be in this trade, or the market spread would have taken me out, because I don't know, that Thursday the spread, the market, everything went crazy, and I was in USD JPY. And the reason why I had to close, I was in USD JPY, I was in CAD JPY, and one other JPY. Okay, no, Euro CHF. Okay, so I was in 3 positions exposed, and I just saw the market, like the market was all the way down here, and the next night I saw the market was pushing up, so I had to like protect my capital. In a sense, that's like tampering with my trades, but like the heavy news sometimes can do crazy things, and I didn't just want to put myself in harm's way, especially with the way the market was moving at that time. So the market ended up taking me out at break even, came up, not didn't really get to my stop loss, but I don't know if spread would have taken me out, so I really can't judge. But yeah, it was a break even trade and the market dumped all the way down to my take profits. Now let's go to CAD JPY. I was in this trade, same exact premise for CAD JPY. This was a weekly level. The market came lower low, came back to retest the neckline of this sort of break of structure over here. After this bearish engulfing, I entered stop loss above and target below. The market was pushing down nicely, and you can see this one. USD JPY didn't come in to take out my stop loss, but you see CAD JPY, I think as it was pushing up, I ended up closing like halfway to my stop loss because the move was just, I know, like you could argue and say, oh, I should have just left the trade, but and you probably win the argument, but the move wasn't like one of the moves that just happened as a result of news. Like it was so erratic. Like look at this week. Even if I had my stop loss, this was 60 pips. Even if I had my stop loss all the way here, like 90 pips, it would still have stopped me out. So like it was just a scary move. Maybe I need to control my psychology better. You know, I could have won this trade and lost this one. It would not have been a terrible outcome. But I didn't just feel comfortable being exposed that much in the market. I had like 3% on the line and the market was just moving crazy. So I closed this one like halfway. It was all the way down here. Then I started pushing up like somewhere here, not even up to half. So I closed this market here. EURCHF. EURCHF was I closed this one at break even. The market has come into this weekly level, gave me this left head, right shoulder, broke out of the neckline, came back, retested. After this bullish engulfing, I entered stop loss below, target above. The market came. See what I told you, the market was crazy. Pushed all the way to close to my take profit, like less than halfway to my take profit. And I was like, okay, cool. The market is almost there. I just moved my stop loss to break even. And next night came and saw market had dumped down. Is this the kind of market you want to be holding long term? Imagine I was trying to tug it out and keep holding the trades. Like the price action was just crazy on Thursday, and all this happened on Thursday. Okay, so I took break even on EURCHF, a small loss on CAD JPY, and a break even on USD JPY. GBP JPY, I didn't take the sell on GBP JPY because on the higher time frame it still looked bullish. What do I mean? If you go over to USD JPY, you can clearly see the downtrend: high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, equal lower high, like equal highs here. Okay, so I was confident to sell this. Go over to CAD JPY, same thing: lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, I was confident to sell this. But if we go over to GBP JPY, this had broken high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low. I think I bought here 2 or 3 weeks ago. The market went like a few pips to my take profit and came back and stopped me at a break even. So I was still, this market structure was still bullish. I couldn't justify selling from this area here. Okay, so that's why although I was quite bearish on the yen crosses, I didn't look to sell GBP JPY. And so when I saw this move, this very big push up first before the dump down, I was not surprised because I knew, like, look at the way CAD JPY and USD JPY just dumped. The structure was supporting the movement, the whole direction of the market was bearish, but the market wanted to grab some liquidity and move to the downside. But look at this one: uptrend, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You can argue that this is a bearish trend on the 4-hour time frame: lower low, lower high. But the higher time frame is ultimately the stronger time frame. They have to shift in that direction before I'm confident enough in taking the trades. So I wasn't confident enough selling from this point here. So I wasn't surprised. But see, just imagine you sold here, had a stop loss here. Look at this crazy, like, wow, you know what is crazy? You could still, say to an extent that you were right on the direction. But look at look at this madness. Where do you want to keep your stop loss to accommodate this loss? If you entered maybe after this bearish engulfing here, you want to keep your stop loss at 250 pips or 260 pips to accommodate this whole move. We want to, I don't like, this is not the kind of trade I would typically take. So I didn't take this GBP JPY, although I was interested in USD JPY and CAD JPY. I wasn't interested in GBP JPY. So Euro USD, this was a break-even trade. I'm not even going to, this was just like, it pissed me off a lot, like, so I'm not even going to speak much on this one because the market had played around, like put me in drawdown for days, and it finally pushed up and I was like, okay, cool, we're going somewhere. It came back, stopped me out at break even after I moved my stop loss. After this big push, I moved my stop loss to break even, stopped me out, and boom, targets. Like, so for this week, I'm interested in GBP JPY. I'm still bullish on GBP JPY, although the market has hit a monthly resistance over here, but on the it's still bullish. Okay, go over to the daily time frame. I think this will be clearer to see. That is sort of left head, right shoulder, breakout, pull back, higher high, higher low. So there could be potential buying pressure here to continue this move to the upside. So I'm bullish on Euro USD. I'm bearish on AUD-CHF. The market gave quite a strong break to the downside. So right now we're just going to be waiting for some sort of pullback into one of these levels before looking for shorts to continue the trend to the downside. GBP-CHF, I'm bearish on GBP-CHF. I'm just going to be anticipating the market to pull back into this level or have a deeper break, pull back, and I'll be looking for shorts to the downside. The market was initially bullish. After it was in this range for quite a while, it broke out, retested, pushed to the upside, but it couldn't continue the move to the upside. So right now it has broken below this weekly level, so I'm going to be anticipating the market to come back down to this whole area over here. USD-CHF, I'm bearish on USD-CHF. The market has broken below this strong level of daily support, and right now it's currently retesting. My overall target for this market is around this blue zone over here. So right around here, I'm going to wait for the market to give me some sort of bearish confirmations to look for shorts to the downside. NZD-yen, I'm bearish on NZD-yen. The market broke down nicely. Let's see why I wasn't interested in NZD-yen. Had a 4-hour level here. Okay, yes, I know, like this was just not the best price action. It was not the best price action. So for this week, I'm just going to be anticipating a pullback into this level. Retest, rejection, look for shorts to the downside. Bearish on NZD-yen. AUD-USD, I'm bearish on AUD-USD. The market has broken below this level of strong weekly support. So right now I'm expecting a pullback, retest, rejection, look for sales to the downside. GBP-NZD, I'm bullish on GBP-NZD. The market has broken above this level of strong, this monthly strong level. So this week, I'm going to be anticipating a pullback into this level, retest, look for rejections, and push to the upside. Gold, I'm bullish on gold. I've been quite bullish on gold for a while. Now it has pulled back into this level of interest. But before I'm going to be looking for a trade on gold, I'm going to want to see like a double confirmation, like a double bottom, break of the neckline. If I have to look for buys, like so, stop loss underneath the lows, TP, maybe something like this. One bullish on gold. NZD card and bearish on NZD card. The market has taken out a strong level of support. So I'm just going to anticipate a pullback, a test, rejection, and move to the downside. GBP card is looking bullish, but the market has failed to keep going up. There's a high potential for the market to come down into this level, this previous level of resistance, use the support to move up again. So I'm going to be trying to capture that move to the downside before buying to the upside. So I'm not going to wait for the market to break, come back, have a retest, now sell to this point before we can start looking for buys from here to the upside. So I'm short-term bearish on GBP card to this level, then we can start looking for buys out of this level to the upside. Euro GBP, I'm bullish on Euro GBP. I am currently bullish on Euro GBP, and the market has broken out of this strong level of resistance. So right now I'm just going to be anticipating a pullback into this level, retest, rejection, and buy to the upside. And I think that will be the last pair for the FX pairs. Let's quickly look at the indices. Like, let's look at the big mess the market made last week. I think there was one trade I called. Yeah, no, it was 100. Yes, it was this one, US 30. I had like a sell. I didn't take it, but I spoke about it to a couple of people, and this was the setup before the news on Thursday. I had like stop loss above here and take profit all the way down here. 1 to 4. Market just pushed up. This is like a liquidity grab or something. Took out all the stops and dumped all the way to the downside. So like there was absolutely no. So the market was just doing its thing last week. Last week is the kind of week that you blow your account from if you're really not careful. But I think the market has given us like quite some room for better zone to zone trading. So this week, either the market pushes up, comes here, we test and reject, then we sell to the downside, or we have a break, have a retest of this level, then we sell to the downside. These are the two scenarios I'll be interested in for the US 30. US oil. I'm bearish on US oil. This looks much cleaner. Market has broken this level. Look for a retest of this level before selling to the downside. Yeah. SPS 500, same thing, bearish. Anticipate a pullback, retest, rejection before selling to the downside. NAS 100, it actually looks quite good. The market could actually either break, retest before look for sales, or market could have like a pullback into this level like so, and you could have sales to the downside. Those are my two scenarios for the NAS 100. Now, last but not the least, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. The last time I spoke about Bitcoin, I called out a trade here live. That was 2 weeks ago. I called out this trade here. I mentioned how we could anticipate a entries around this level here, stop loss underneath, targets right at this level, because we could see more selling pressure around this level to push the market to the downside. If you didn't watch the last video, just go back. I think it was the last pair I broke down last in my last video as well. So just go back to the ending part. You see I call this to perfection. Entries here, target to the T. The market came here, hit the target to the T and dumped. Okay, so for this week, I'm actually going to be waiting for either a break. I'm bearish on Bitcoin, sadly enough. So I'm going to be waiting for a break, a retest of this level to sell to the downside. Or in the event that the market is able to take out this 4-hour level, break, retest, then I buy again to this upside. These are the two scenarios I'm going to be interested in for the Bitcoin market. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. Do well to like, comment and subscribe. Leave any questions you might have down in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Bye for now.